Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Smart IQ Current Affair classes dated January 22nd, 2019. Today, we are going to discuss the following issues which is present in the Hindu paper dated January 22nd, 2019. Here are the following issues which are arrived in the Hindu paper today. See, first issue is people have started protesting against the governmental initiative which is going to set up a bird sanctuary in the state of Manipur. And second issue is justice delayed in market economy, which has restricted the part of judiciary in setting up a dispute resolution for the private forces in the market economy. We are going to deal with it in very detailed manner. Third is why must electronic voting machines must go? Why is there any problem between technology or transparency within technology is going to take part a very future very important role in democracy. Third is growth may pick up in India by 2019. We are going to briefly discuss all the phases of growth in India in the recent times and about the amphibian species which has been critically endangered has become the major concern for us. And the last part is diplomatic recrimination, which is very part of diplomatic relations in the international relations part. So continue with this. Coming to the first article, there is a protest against proposed bird sanctuary in Manipur. The issue is people in the state of Manipur have started protesting against Manipur government, which is going to set up a bird sanctuary in the Loktak Lake. So in this article we need to know about the Loktak Lake, which is very important convention site for Ram, which is a very important site which is considered as an important site in Ramsar Convention, and its importance and its uniqueness which is in the state of Manipur, and why the protest has been going on. Coming to the government has started building bird sanctuary in the state of Manipur, that is Loktak Lake. Why the government has started building bird sanctuary in the state of Manipur? Yake antandre there is decreasing in the number of migratory birds which were coming before. Modlu bartittಕ್ಕಂತ migratory birds ಇವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Thus being this major concern, because due to the decrease in the number of migratory birds which are coming to the Loktak Lake has become very less. Due to this concern, the government has started to build a bird sanctuary in the Loktak Lake. Second one is there is a widespread of poaching birds. So hunting the birds for their livelihood or for their earnings has become a major concern, where for stopping these actions, government has decided to build a bird sanctuary which is considered as protective area. So when it is considered as protective area, the restrictions are imposed on that protective area from the human interference. Alloki ಮಾನವ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಬಂಧ ಹೇರಿ we have to stop that we have to stop some of the actions of the human intervention in order to stop the an animal poaching or something like that. And the other reasons, not only this one, apart from this, government has started this initiative because of human interference and large of hydroelectric projects which are going in the surrounding areas has made the species to migrate from one place to another, or anthropogenic causes like human interference and poaching has made the number of animals to decrease in the Loktak Lake, and which are specifically adapted to that particular place has become very less. So this is the concern of the government to establish a bird sanctuary in the Loktak Lake. But farmers, why the farmers are protesting? ಯಾಕೆ ಜನ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, one thing, the people of Manipur are very poor. They are very poor and they are only dependent on this particular ecosystem for their livelihood by catching fishes, by hunting birds, or plucking some vegetables from this floating islands. So they are earning the livelihoods from here. So the concern is, if the government makes this area as protective area, the entire human intervention will be stopped and it is protected under certain laws and regulations. So for this reason people are concerned about their livelihoods, so they are protesting against the government which is setting up with bird sanctuaries in Manipur. Coming to the important facts, focusing on the factual part of this news, Loktak Lakes becomes very important. Loktak Lakes is in the state of Manipur, and it is the largest freshwater lake in the northeast India. We need to remember the keyword called as largest freshwater lake. This is the largest freshwater lake in northeast India. This may become the question for your prelims examination. And second is that the unique feature of this Loktak lake is it is made up of fungus. Fungus is something like a vegetation. It is a heterogeneous vegetation where it is made up of soil, vegetation and organic matter. So this forms a fungus where it is very fertile for vegetation, which is composed of beautiful soil and organic matter by the decomposition of vegetation. So, and it's also, fungus also codes to floating islands. Fungus are also called as floating islands, where the vegetation floats on the water. So, and another important thing is one of the important national park of India, that is Kebal Lamjau National Park of India, is located inside this Loktak Lake. It is the only one single floating national park in the world. That becomes very important factual part for the prelim. So I repeat it once again. Kebal Lamjau National Park is the only one floating national park in the world. That is floating national park. Floating islands is also codes to fungus, and fungus is a specific very unique type of vegetation where it is composed of soil, vegetation and organic matters. And the sangai, what we call as brow-antlered deer, this animal which is only present in this Kebal Lamjau National Park. So this deer or this sangai only lives in this particular fungus or this floating islands or Kebal Lamjau National Park, which is the state animal of Manipur. And according to the IUCN list, this species is listed under endangered list of IUCN Red Data Book. So, and also this site, Loktak Lake or Kebal Lamjau National Park, is considered one of the wetland under the Ramsar Wetland Site Convention, which was held in 1990. So here are many facts, here are the analysis why the government is going to start an initiative by setting up a bird sanctuary, though there is a national park in Loktak Lake. These are all the reasons, and these are all the reasons where people are protesting for their survival in order to earn their daily bread. And this very important facts in the prelims can be seen in this particular news. Moving on to the next article.